I'm going to show you a step-by-step installation for Westbury railings on a stair. It's the simplest thing you can do, so pay attention because you're learning from an absolute pro. Here's what you do. You put it together first. Okay? You get your bottom bracket and you put all these in. That's step one. Put them in, and then you take this and then you work it in, tap it down with a rubber hammer. You probably want to get it on something solid so it actually goes in. That's step one. Okay. Step two will be the next video. Step two, you're going to want to get a 1-inch board. We use just leftover decking because that is 1 inch. You're going to want to set that down on your nosings, the front of the step like this. Other way, there you go. Otherwise it'd be right in the road. You're going to clamp it on there. Our board's not long enough to stick in the ground, so that's one thing you're going to need is a lot of small clamps. Yeah, that's plenty tight. We don't need as much tight. Anyway, that's what you do now. So you take this here. This is step 3. Take your railing, and then you're going to want to push the thing like that. Okay. Now, this is so easy to install. Hold on, I'll make another video for step 4. I think we're on 4. Okay, step 4 is pretty self-explanatory, but anyway, what we do now is just measure the distance from the post to your spindle. Okay. Normally I would be helping, but so when once you get it centered on the bottom, take your clamps and then you're going to clamp it to the post. Okay, so these posts are plumb. Now you can see how this is not plumb. All we do is just move it. See, just move it over. Okay, then you measure this distance. You'll do the same up there. And then we'll clamp this. Okay, now that it's clamped in place where it's going to go, you want to get your brackets. This is the bottom bracket. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to hold it on here like this, and then you're going to come down and you're going to go up right. You're going to line up the bottom right where that goes, okay? Then you can mark the bracket where it goes, okay? And then you can also, what I do then is I will take my pencil. This is what I do. I put my pencil on there, like this. Now what you can do is and you can put a mark on this. Because you're going to want to cut it back. You want to make it short. This pencil's about 5/16 thick. Alright. Do the same thing on the top. Same exact thing. Line it up. Mark where this goes. One thing you're going to want to do though also is with Westbury railings, you have to square this bottom off. This little tip, you got to cut that little tip off like this. Okay, I'm not very good left-handed, but anyway, you get the point. Because it's got a little flat bottom. Trex railings, you can just cut it square like this, believe it or not, which is whatever, kind of weird. But so you take your bracket, you hold it on there. That will tell you where to put this bracket. All right. Now I'm just kind of going over what the steps are. Put your pencil on there, mark it, cut it. Well, we'll mark all 4 of them, we'll take it off to the miter saw. That miter saw will cut aluminum. We have an aluminum blade. Okay, next thing you have to do. Alright, next thing you got to do. What I do is I go up 1.25 inches. From here, I go up 1.25 inches. And once this is off, I'll just take the skill saw and cut it off. There, and I'll go up here, do the same thing. 1.25 inches and cut it off. All right, so we're gonna do that right now. One thing I forgot to tell you guys to do, and I forgot to tell Nate, this is what you should do before you do even step number 2. Hit all these down. Okay, so Nathan kind of fucked up when he marked that out because those are not going to be right now. We got to redo this. So you have to have them all the same, all down, same on the top. Okay, so that's one thing I forgot to say, but I caught it before I cut anything. You don't need a whole lot off, just even that might be a tad too much, but that will work. And then also you're going to probably want to get one of these fancy tools, because you're not going to be able to fit an impact in right there. So, alright, so the railings are done. We got to put a drink rail on. Seems like everybody wants the drink rail. Cocktail rails, but it's technically called, I always call it a drink rail. The one horrible design about Westbury railings is you got to screw down into the top of your nice finished railing. So that's really stupid. But yeah, we're gonna throw that on quick, and then I got some little bit of trim to do. Yeah, so